Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me each week. I'm obsessed with never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe today so you don't miss a thing. Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 293 of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you listening, and I send love and strength to each one of you. I know at some point each one of us is going through things no one else may even be aware of, and I want you to know you're strong enough to handle it. You're stronger than you think. And in the words of my elder sister who's been going through a lot lately, when life gets hard, you just have to show it you're harder. I loved that she said that. Okay, now, lover or hater, Taylor Swift has a real talent for creating songs that people connect with very strongly. I love her music. I often run to it, so inspires me a lot. One of her latest songs that has gone viral has the chorus that says, "It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me." I hope this does what I think she intended, and that is to wake a lot of people up to the fact that we create so many of our own problems for ourselves. Sometimes we realize it while we're doing it and are able to pivot, but sometimes we realize it way after we've created more drama and more trouble for ourselves. There's this saying, it's called the fog of war. You've probably heard of that. It's basically the uncertainty that you deal with in the midst of full-on war. It's hard to see and understand everything going on because you're in the midst of turmoil, right? And once the fog of war lifts, you can look back and see where you made mistakes and which decisions were good or bad and so forth. So I noticed something about myself in the last week, really, going through the tragedy of suddenly losing a family member. I noticed that sometimes when things get hard, I want to run. I want to hide from it, to distract myself. And I also create problems in my head that aren't there and thoughts that aren't true. These are all things I do. But when I'm thinking those thoughts of wanting to run or hide, or I'm having thoughts that don't serve me, I'm making it about me. I'm focusing on myself. Instead of focusing on what I can do to help, I'm creating this loop in my head, like, this is too hard. I can't handle this. I can't handle seeing and feeling all this pain. I want to go home. These are all fog of war thoughts. And what I realized was that these thoughts weren't helping anyone, most importantly me. So I literally stopped when I realized I was doing it, and I thought, wait a minute, what's true here? So what's true is, yes, this is hard, but it's not too hard because it's feelings and emotions are not going to kill me. I'm not dealing with someone trying to kill me. I'm dealing with emotions, and while they are extremely uncomfortable, they aren't going to kill me. They can't. And as long as I acknowledge that this is difficult and I'm going to be okay, like in episode 292, I'm letting my brain know it's okay to feel the feeling because ultimately we're going to get on the other side of it and be all right. Now, what else is true? What else can I say that is true? Okay, I can handle this, and so can my sister and my parents. By design, we're capable of handling much worse than we ever know. When we constantly tell ourselves, though, this is too much, it's too hard, I can't handle this, I'm losing my mind, we're actually weakening ourselves without even realizing it. And we do this in all kinds of different scenarios. When someone says something we don't like and we tell ourselves, I'm being attacked, and we make this big deal of it, we make these bold statements in our heads, and we make things mean something about us that it probably doesn't mean about us. And we do it a lot. We're creating a lot of problems for ourselves. We had a really, really great time this weekend with all of our whole family together for the first time in years. And even though it was a somber, sad occasion, it was nice being together. And there was no awkwardness with my whole family. And if you listen to my podcast, you know what I'm talking about. My younger sister, and she has decided that she doesn't want to have anything to do with us over religion. So, short story. So anyway, we had a great time this weekend, and there was no awkwardness with her family. It was just really nice time. And so my brother, bless his heart, thought it would be a good time, and I love him for trying, but he thought he would ask my sister, and this is the one that cut us out of her life because of religion, if she would be okay with his daughter and her daughter being able to have each other's phone numbers so they could connect a little more. To which she replied a very long, well thought out, very heartfelt text on why she wasn't ready for that. There was a lot to the text, but in it, she mentioned me. Now, there was some judgment there for me leaving the religion and having no intention of returning. This is what she said. And she was very kind. In the text was very kind and heartfelt. And she did take responsibility for how the whole thing played out, which I respect her for that. But once I heard about the text and I read it, I told myself, I'm being attacked again by her. I started to make it mean something about me. I had thoughts like, I don't need this in my life. I don't need or want her in my life. She has no leverage over me. I felt myself starting to spiral into this loop that was not going to end well for anyone. I noticed myself feeling sadder and starting even to get a little angry. Obviously, not where I wanted to go while I'm sitting there with my dear older sister that just lost her husband. So again, here I go. I stopped and I asked, wait a minute, what is true here? Here's what's true. We all had a really nice time, all being together. It helped our family heal, especially my older sister and my mom. So that's true. And also, what she said in the text wasn't wrong. I do have different beliefs than she does. Okay, so that's also true. So I was not being attacked. That was me creating drama in my head to justify my hurt feelings. All right, so what else? My thought that I don't want or need her in my life. Okay, that's not true. That's me trying to protect myself. So what is true? Okay, I would like to have her and her family in my life, and I can't take on responsibility for her journey. Withholding affection in order to affect change in another person is pure manipulation, and it is an ever-moving target. I would never expect myself to conform to something I don't believe in just to be a part of someone else's life. They may be happy, but I lose myself in the process. I'm not going to let that happen. My husband read me a quote this week that I just loved. I loved him for reading it to me, but I also loved the quote. The quote is this: don't change yourself so that other people will like you. Be yourself so that the right people will love you. How beautiful is that? All right, so what else is true? Okay, I am strong enough to handle this. Unless, of course, I weaken myself by telling myself I'm not. So when I ask myself why this has to be so hard, I have to acknowledge my role in it. I'm making it way harder by allowing my brain to create drama and turmoil, by creating these scenarios in my head that I have no idea about. I'm creating them completely up. In Taylor's video for that song, someone rings the doorbell and she answers it, and it's actually her alter ego standing there. And she's saying, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. You see, I needed to take a good long look in the mirror and acknowledge that I was making it worse by making it mean things it may not. And look, even if there was some judgment about me from my sister, so what? That is her cross to bear. It doesn't mean anything about me just because she says it. Don't take on other people's drama. That's just another way to make it about you. And that doesn't serve anyone. My challenge to you this week is the next time you have family drama, or any kind of drama for that matter, look in the mirror instead of placing blame on someone else. Look in the mirror and say, what's true here? What's true, and what is my ego creating? If you're really being honest, a lot of the times the person staring back at you will have to say, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. And admitting this will do more for you than a hot cup of coffee on a cold morning, because it'll wake you up to a whole new world of being in complete control of your own happiness. And that is the true meaning of living your version of a wildly successful lifestyle. I love you guys. I'll talk to you in a few days. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends, because we're just going to keep going bigger and better places together, and I love that about us. Talk to you in a few days.